No hea koe. He hato ingoa.
Lua nā muau. Ko he matako ingoa. Ka ana mai tuku whaia.
He hato mahi I kone. Me pehe koe mohi o I tēnei wāhi.
I whai mātu I Kapeni Bloom.
He tangata kino a Kapeni Bloom. Haere atu ki Rahaki.
Come on.
What's the matter, old man?
Mo hio koe ngā wakaro ho taua matua. Koe rā o rātou wakaro. Kaua e mahi nukarau ki a rātou. Hei hoko I ho rātou whenua.
You must be Te Poranui. Who told you I was coming?
Katarangia koe au he wā koe a koe. He wā koe a koe.
Well, there's no sign of any still round here. How'd you find the place anyway?
We were rowing on the river.
But you can't see this place from the river.
We decided to go for a walk.
And you just happened to stumble across it.
Yes.
Does it matter how they found it?
It could. Right. Tell me about these Maoris.
They thought we worked for Doomy Dwyer. They said it still belonged to him.
Did they?
Then they smashed everything up.
If you ask me, it was the Groggers themselves destroying the evidence before the law got on their trail.
No!
What do you know about it, Sonny?
Well, you wouldn't do anything about it, so they did.
Oh, don't you tell me my job.
Let's drink, mates. Table set.
And what about the reward?
What? And what have you done? Except interfered again? Look, if I'd known about this place, I'd have kept my eye on it, and then we would have caught them. But oh, no, you got to play heroes.
We were coming straight to tell you, honest, but the Marys got here first.
Oh, well, makes no difference now.
If they mentioned Patrick Dwyer... But...
Everyone mentions Patrick Dwyer, James. He's blamed for everything that happens round here. From illicit grog to cannibalism. He's not the most popular man in town, but that doesn't make him guilty. Look, what I need is material evidence. I'm sick of far-fetched hearsay.
Yes. Can I help you?
Good morning, madam. I'm looking for Sir Charles Tavistock.
Pemberton?
Sir Charles.
You must be George Samuels.
Delighted to meet you, sir.
Some tea, please, Mrs. Gregory. That is, if you...
I've been thinking of nothing else for the last 10 miles.
How was your journey?
Long and dry.
Well, at least we tried.
That girl, Philin, he never believes what we say.
And look at those girls. They don't care. They'd rather play stupid games.
I'll leave them alone. They're all right.
Oh, why don't you go and join them?
Well, at least they're not complaining. We did what we could. Let's just forget it.
You didn't want to find the still at all.
What?
You just wanted to show Sarah how brave you were. You were only showing off.
I was not.
I saw the way you were looking at her.
How?
With a real stupid look on your face. If you ask me, you've got your sister's trouble. You're soft in the head over Sarah.
I haven't been in London since '97, for the Jubilee.
Ah, splendid occasion.
I was asked to address a meeting on race relations. I spoke on the aftermath of the New Zealand wars and whether there was any resentment. I was able to tell them that I've yet to meet an Englishman who harbors the slightest dread.
Who is that man? I know his name, and Mr. Charles is paying for his room. Nothing more. He seems so English. Our gift to the Maori people. It's called civilization.
Thank you.
And then he said, "You don't look like a Maori. Shouldn't you have a bone through your nose?" Well, of course not, Colonel, I said. Otherwise, how would we take our snuff?
I'd like to have seen his face. What? Emily. Mr. Samuels, I'd like you to meet my daughter, Emily.
A pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Delighted, I'm sure.
Where's Christopher, Emily? He's missing all the fun.
Oh, he's out checking the equipment, Sir Charles, with the lantern.
One of the guests, scientist chappie from Oxford. He's looking at the hot pools and geysers to see what makes them tick.
Really? That's rather interesting. You know, I could probably help him there. I think it's something to do with the heat.
What? Oh, the heat up.
Don't the Maoris have certain beliefs about the thermal wonders, Mr. Samuels? About their connections to the spirit world?
I prefer to believe in more rational explanations than that, Mrs. Gregory. Otherwise, I don't think I'd sleep nights.
Losing all your beliefs, Mr. Samuels, must leave quite a gap.
Sir Lancelot was the bravest and most celebrated of the Knights of the Round Table. He was kidnapped as an infant by a mysterious Lady of the Lake, from whom he took his title, Lancelot of the Lake.
Gregory.
When he was a young man, he went to the court of King Arthur and soon became one of the most feared warriors in all Christendom. Christendom. There was no deed he would not do in defence of the honour of his queen, the Lady Guinevere. And his feats of bravery in her name made Sir Lancelot of the Lake famous throughout the land.
Thank you. Pair off for spelling.
Oops. Sorry, Sir Lancelot.
You said you'd help me catch butterflies, remember? And I just study tomorrow. I'm going eeling with them. I'll help you.
Sir Tommyrot!
Watch it, Emma.
Sir Tommyrot of the Lake!
Hurry up, you
Stop it, Tom! Are there any eels, Gregory?
Hey, Emma.
Tom! You want to drink some of that?
Why?
You want to think about girls anymore?
Sulphur water. But it's vile.
It's an old Maori cure. Don't you know the legend of Henimora and Te Tanikai? Te Tanikai was in love with Henimora. It was awful. Couldn't sleep at nights, couldn't do his homework. Then he took a drink of the sulphur water, and he was cured.
That's not the way the teacher told it.
What would he know? He's not a Maori.
Come on.
But it's true.
Yeah. I don't know where to find them. I wish Tom would come. Let's go down by the river.
Mother!
Shh! Sarah Jane!
Did you find one?
Shh! Look!
What are they doing? What's the matter?
They can't go into the cave.
Why not?
It's Tapu.
That must be where the still is. Come on, let's tell the boys.
There were sacks on the boat. It could have been barley. It must be where the still is. The cave's almost directly below the hut where he stores his bows. No wonder we didn't find it.
What do we do? Tell Gilfillan?
No. I reckon Gilfillan's in it with Doomy. What? Well, when you think of it, it's the obvious place, and Gilfillan should have thought of it too. Doomy must be bribing him to keep away. We can't be sure. Warning us off? Material evidence? Telling Father we weren't to interfere? He's in it up to his neck.
Then what will we do?
Well, first we search the cave.
No.
Come on, Hema.
No.
What's the matter?
It's Tapu.
Oh, not again.
It's an old Maori burial cave. No one's supposed to go in there.
If you go in there, something bad will happen.
Doomy and Sid have survived.
So far.
Come on, Hema. What harm can it do? If there is a still in the sacred cave, won't the gods be pleased if we do something about it?
No one can go in that cave. Come on, Kitty. It's time to go home.
Just because you carried the barley by yourself, it doesn't mean you don't have to row.
They must be up to something. It's a perfect place for a still. Come on then, let's get the boat back into the water.
What if they see it?
They won't see it behind all that fern.
What if they do come back?
Well, we'll just have to risk it. I didn't think the fella had the right idea. It wasn't the dark he was scared of, it was the...
Don't talk about the Tapu. It gives me the creeps.
We'll be all right, just like the lantern. And which way we're going. You don't want to get lost. Come on, Davy, hurry up.
Cattle can be proved in a number of ways. Discovery, ancestry, conquest, succession.
And that's where you come in?
My forefathers were the original owners of the land. They were conquered and driven north during the tribal wars. But now, thanks to Tarawera, the conquerors are no more.
Te Puranui.
I think you'll find my claim will defeat his.
Oh, why?
I am the son of Orangatira, a chief. And besides, I have extensive experience in land court maneuvering.
And what about Patrick Dry? He claims he bought the land off the original owners.
Can he prove it?
According to my lawyer, not without witnesses.
And of course there are none of those.
I'm pretty wide land off you.
I think you'll find the land belongs to the people I represent.
And what guarantee do I have of that?
None at all, I suppose, except my word. Still, I'm quite happy to sign the papers now and leave the payment until you're satisfied.
Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you, Samuels, and refreshing to find you're not bothered by all this mummy-jumper.
You mean the Tapu? The Maori will not progress, Sir Giles, until he rids himself of superstitions.
Spoken like a true Englishman.
I'll take that as a compliment.
So you should.
Don't go so fast. Can't see in the dark.
It could be anywhere. There's passages all over the place. You two stay here. It's quicker on me own. Oh, it's all right. Don't get lost. Davy, do you think it matters?
What?
Breaking the tapu. Of course not. It's all right. I'll protect you.
They'll have to deal with me.
They could murder us. No one would find the bodies.
Let them try.
Oh, Davy, I wish we'd never come.
Don't be scared, Sarah. I'm not.
Quick! Hide! I found it! What now?
We claim the reward.
How? By telling Gilfillan. We've got to tell someone. If the Maoris know we've been here, there'll be a terrible stink. What about Hammer and Kerry? Oh, they won't tell. And what will we do? There's only one thing we can do. Here, hold this.
Pleasure doing business with you, Samuels.
I saw you, Sir Charles. The pleasure was completely mine.
The money will be paid as soon as I have the title.
Then you'd better warn your bank. Goodbye, Sir Charles.
It doesn't seem fair. We deserve that reward.
We mustn't tell anyone we went in there.
What good are Tapus anyway? All they do is keep the law away from Doomy.
Well, maybe so.
That land Grandfather wants. It's Tapu too. It's really silly the Maoris don't even use it.
What we did today's a secret.
Oh, I won't tell. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I don't care about Tapu. I'm glad we went in that cave.
What?
And I don't even care what happens.
It's upsetting him.
Whatever it is, he'll get over it.
Finished your homework, Tom?
Yes.
You better go to bed.
All right. Good night.
And don't forget you've got some kindling to chop in the morning.
No, I won't.
I was talking to Clyde Hammer this afternoon. You have an interesting theory.
Oh?
Good night, Father.
Good night, Tom.
Christopher. Sir Charles.
that there might be some connection between Sir Charles' interest in the lakeside land and the increase in thermal activity.
What do you mean, some connection?
That you might have offended the spirits, and that's why the Hot Bills were angry.
Angry indeed. I wonder they don't sit up and talk.
To the Maori, that's exactly what they're doing.
Poppycock. Stuff and nonsense.
It's a colourful theory.
I thought you were a scientist.
Well, a scientist should examine every possibility.
Even heathen mumbo-jumbo?
Well,
come on. Play your card. Get on with the game. Is that the best you can do? If you're as good at science as you are at cards, I suggest you take up oil painting.
Thank you, Sarah Jane. That was lovely.
I'm afraid I'm out of practice.
Well, there's no one here in the afternoons. You can use it whenever you want to.
I don't know. I never seem to have the time anymore.
You shouldn't let Tom distract you.
I won't. Good night, Mrs. Gregory. Emily.
Good night.
Good night, Sarah. Sergeant.
Mrs. Gregory? Miss Gregory?
Is something the matter?
Well, I'm sorry to barge in on you like this, but I'm afraid I've got some rather bad news. It's about your friend, Sir Charles, Mr. Samuels.
Hmm?
Afraid he's dead.
Sarah, What? It was real bad, Tom. Oh.
You fell for her.
Oh, and I knew there was only one thing to do. Oh, so I drank some sulphurous water. Oh. For a moment there, Tom, I thought I was a goner. Oh. Oh. Oh.
What's wrong with him? No, it was something you drank.
Oh,
Tom, we should never have gone in that cave. It was nothing to do with the cave. But you don't know what's happened. That Mr. Samuels, he broke the tapu, didn't he? When he sold that land to Grandfather. So? Well, now he's dead. Gilfillan's just been round to tell us. He was found not 5 miles from town, with a broken neck. Tom, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do, she asks. If I knew, I'd tell her. I reckon there's nothing to do but just wait and see. Well, at least we know what Davy's got. And it's nothing to do with the tapu. Though falling in love can make you just as sick. I wonder if it makes a difference that Samuels was a Maori. Perhaps it doesn't affect Pākehās at all. And all because of Doomy Dwyer. And still the villain's free. Well, at least my neck feels all right at the moment. I wonder where it gets you first.
oh, my stomach. Oh,
Come on, let's go down to the jetty. The walk will do him good.
oh, 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 oh.
It's not bad.
Oh,
Come on, you'll be all right.
oh, oh.